Hello ladies and gents, I'm going to make this video as quick as I can because well, I forgot my camera, so I'm having to use my phone, but what I'm doing today is I'm swapping the lenses. Well, not swapping, but I'm changing the lenses, and you can see the difference between my old lamps. So these are from Audi A8 D3 model 40, if that takes your fancy. Don't mind that, it's baby powder. I'll put my gloves on. I bought a second set of headlamps for the A8, but it turns out that obviously, naturally, they are different to what I expected. So I'm actually using these for parts in this one, and so what the main job is to get this lens off, because you can see it's really the quality is just really bad. It should look like this, but the problem is obviously it's old, and I need to get that changed. And also it's quite common with the D3 headlamps that they get really dim, and it's because they get really dusty and dirty inside. Hopefully I can show you that on the parabolic lens. But yeah, at the moment my headlights are really terrible. So what I'm doing is I'm going to use this headlight for parts, because in the D3 with the AFS headlamp, it has this particular reflector in the back there, and which is using this particular bulb, which is fine, but this one is using a if I remember, it's the H1 or H7 type, similar to this, but it's obviously a slightly different fitment on the back, which is far better, and it is possible to transfer that reflector into there, and yeah, so that's what my aim is today. I've already done one, but now I'm going to do the other one. So what I want to show you and tell you before you skip into how I'm doing this and what I'm doing is that you can't put this in the oven like with other headlamps. You know, you can put them in the oven and then the seal will melt, blah blah. Like the case of the headlamp will melt before the actual glue does, and I'll show you some pictures of that. Yeah, so you don't want to be doing that. I tried everything, raising the temperature in different ways and different positions, and yeah, it just didn't work. So what I'm going to do is I've made a line here, and this is what I'm going to cut along with a disc cutter. Okay, I'm going to cut all the way along it. I bought some new lenses. They were 137 euros off of eBay. They came from China, since it happens that China is the only place that I could actually find those on eBay DE anyway. Yeah, I bought them, and I forgot what else I was supposed to say now. Anyway, so yeah, I bought those reflectors, but what we're going to do is with this old one, I want that reflector in there. So I'm going to cut along here with the disc cutter. Okay, I'm going to pull this out with a pair of mole grips. It's really difficult and it takes some getting at, but it can be done. And then what we can do is with this grey part here inside, there are two screws, one like somewhere here and here, and then the whole thing kind of slides out, and then there's four screws, well three, one here, one here, one here, in this silver reflecting case. Okay, and then we can take those out, and it kind of just wiggles out a little bit. It can come out, and then I can undo the reflector here. But I'll show you the whole procedure. So I'm going to cut around this screw here. You will catch them, but it's okay, just be very cautious. Okay, you see this here on this reflector? That reflector is all part of the indicator lamp. All of this is all one piece, from up there, round, up, and that part here. But this little arm goes into the back of the seal and is actually glued in. So we will need to wiggle this out, and eventually it will pop out. Okay, I will show you what I mean. So this is what it looks like. There is the arm. You can see that it goes into the seal there, and it's all one piece. And you can see you take the screws out from the inside. I'm going to cut these two open. Okay, and let me just show you where I'm cutting. So I'm going to cut around here. Okay, and here with the disc cutter I'm going to go kind of flat. I'm not going to go into the seal, but kind of diagonally, because obviously I don't want to cut into that screw and cut this reflector. So diagonally here, down, through, and again the same here, diagonally. You will catch the screw, it's quite normal, but just be very cautious. Don't go into the seal. Around here, there, around this. This one's quite a difficult one, but again, you can get around it. I don't know what's going on here, but my camera won't focus. Yeah, so you go in here also, again diagonally, very close. Let me see if I can focus this 1 second. Yep, so there's something I wanted to show you. So there is this silver piece here inside, that's part of the reflector. What you want to do is get the disc cutter in between that silver piece there and the actual rest of the headlamp. And then again we're going to continue back up here, back around, up here. We're going to go over this, but we're not going to go through, because if we go too far we will cut this arm. Yep, there are some close cutting going on in and around this area, and a few other areas as well, but yeah. And then I'm going to also do some wiring. So this is the adapter which will go for the bulb, which replaces this kind of connector. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, well, anyway, looks like this. So anyway, I'm going to get cutting, and I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, so I've given it a cut, and as you can see I've gone around it like so. Okay, it looks a mess, but don't worry. So next mission is to get this separated. So I've pulled it apart, and you can see it's loose apart from here where I said. Okay, so what we're going to do, you turn it upside down. You can fold this over. Okay, you don't need to worry, it won't break. Fold this over. Okay, just give it a bit of a wiggle, and out it comes, and that's your lens gone. So with this headlight I'm not too bothered about, because this is my donor headlamp. Okay, but normally what I would do is I'd get some mole grips, normally in the corner. Okay, and I'd kind of like grip them really tight, and I mean really tight. Okay, and I would kind of flex it and, you know, just give it a bit of a wiggle, break off the corner so you've got an entry, and and then literally from that point just pull, just keep twisting and pulling. It's literally the only way you're going to get this out. If you decide you want to, you know, pull it down a bit and use a knife to cut the seal, fair enough, that'll make life much easier, but you'll be left with a lot of, well, sealant behind. So it's better to pull it out, because then you'll pull out the sealant with it rather than cutting it. It's just really difficult. But yeah, next mission for me, that screw here, that screw there, take out this silver lining, okay, or the grey lining, whatever it is. You know, I'm not a headlight specialist. And that will expose the screws for this silver reflector here. So just slide it out. Well, I've got obviously the part of the lens in the way, but you get the idea. Okay, we can throw that away, don't need it. The 3 screws, 1, 2, 3, and the other part is stuck. Oh yes, I need to get that part out. Yeah, I'll deal with that. Out she comes. Okay, now to get this one out, if you're doing this conversion, you will need some things from here. Okay, so you will need obviously the reflector, and you see this adjustment screw here, you'll need that adjustment screw too, because that's not in the other headlight. And also you'll see down here on this joint there, in there, the white joint, on the other headlamp, it's designed in such a way that there is a screw and an arm, okay, and this arm is designed to fit the other reflector, but on this one there isn't, the arm isn't there. So what you'll do is you'll pull this off completely. In fact, I'll show you that now. Just okay, so I've just popped it out. All right. Yeah, so on the other one, it has an arm that comes down and slightly further out, but this one just has a joint. So you can undo this screw here, and it has like a plastic ring. You'll need the ring, and yeah, as I say, you'll need this adjustment screw too. And the way to undo that is you undo it from the back. Okay, you just reverse it out, and there's a little stopper right there. Okay, let the camera focus. There's a little stopper right there. You just press that in and it will just kind of pop out. You will have to do some maneuvering, but it will come out. So this is the second headlight, and this is where I'm at. I'm with the grips, pulling out the old seal on the new headlight. Oh well, not on the new one, but on my old headlamp, which I'm obviously trying to fix. It's super difficult, so I'm just letting you know, guys. Like I said, believe me, do not heat this up. If you're going to get this lens out, it's really the only way that you're going to be able to get this out like decently, is if you pull it. Like I say, it's really difficult, but if I can do it, I'm sure you can. I've got enough with the grips off, so maybe I can pull it with my hand now, but I can't do it while I'm holding the camera. So yeah, just to show you guys, you can pull it out. It's just really difficult and you have to work at it. Obviously be careful. I cut it here, this lens reflector, but I have another one, so from the spare headlamp. Yeah, if you do this, yeah, I recommend that you buy a second one, because they all have kind of like the same you know, same innards, just different sort of, like, you know, arrangement of stuff, if you get where I'm coming from. But yeah, let me continue with this. Alright, so here's, I've taken out the reflector. So I've taken out there was three screws, one here, one just below there, and here, and this reflector, out that goes. And here I was talking about, let's move that lamp, this piece here. Okay, we don't need that, so I'm just going to pop this out. Don't need it. We need this one. So pop that in there. Okay, and then I'm going to put this in here, and yeah, we'll move on to the next bit. We're obviously getting it together. So now I'm done with cleaning and everything else, and what I've used to clean is a microfiber cloth. You can take this, you know, this kind of deco off, and you can get the microfiber cloth behind the lens, because they do get dirty behind the lens. Yeah, just give it a good wipe, and you can kind of notice a difference. But now I'm going to get my sealant. It's just general all-weather sealant. I'm just going to go all the way around and stick the lens on. And there we have it, guys, all done. The lens is sealed in. I'm just going to wait for the sealant to set, but other than that, it's all done. Next is obviously to put the lights in and yeah, stick it in the car. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you learned something as well. And yeah, as a side note, just like to say thank you very much for all your support. I know this isn't an electronics video, but you know, it's going to go along with the other mechanical stuff that I've been doing. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it anyway, guys, and yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.